Ever stumbled on something and thought, man, I wish I had a crash course on this? Well, buckle up, because today we are diving deep into WM29 Malidrex Potion Primer.pdf, and let me tell you, this document is overflowing with info on magic potions. It's not just a quick how-to, this is like
finding a treasure map.
exactly. But instead of leading to gold, this takes us to the most potent elixirs out there.
And believe me, some of these potions, they make the Philosopher's Stone look like child's play.
No kidding. We're talking recipes, rarity levels, even little comments from the author Malidrex, like peeking behind the curtain of a whole hidden world of alchemy.
And what's fascinating to me is how Malidrex categorizes the potions. It's not just by effects, but their trade value, their rarity.
Right. It's like this whole potion economy most people don't even realize exists.
Imagine knowing which potions are practically priceless.
Precisely. This is insider knowledge, the kind of stuff that separates the apprentices from the potion masters.
Speaking of potent potions, some of these have effects that are just wild, like take the Shapeshifter Serum. Imagine, right, you're walking into this high-stakes meeting, and instead of a handshake, bam, you transform into a dragon.
Now that's an entrance.
Talk about a power move. But seriously, though, a potion like that,
It would require an incredible understanding of magic, of biology. Malidrex touches upon the concept of CR, creature rating, which, as you might guess, measures a being's power.
so there are limits.
Absolutely. The serum, it seems, it's limited by the user's own magical strength.
So no transforming into, like, a city-crushing behemoth on your first try. Probably for the best, though even transforming into a smaller creature would have significant ramifications. Imagine the societal impact. Shape-shifting criminals, political intrigue, even the very definition of identity could be thrown into question.
Whoa, and we're just getting started. Okay, there's this one detail about the shapeshifter serum that I just have to ask about. It shimmers, right? Like with a rainbow hue. Is that just for show?
Not necessarily. Even in, let's say, real-world alchemy, chemical reactions often produce vibrant colors.
Oh, like those chemistry demonstrations with the exploding colors.
Exactly. So this shimmering, this rainbow effect, it could be a visual cue of the potion's volatile transformative energy. It's a reminder that potion making, it's a delicate dance between magic and science.
Which makes me wonder, how do you even make a potion? Is it like baking? You follow a recipe? Or is it more, I don't know, intuitive?
That's a great question, and Malidrex unfortunately doesn't give us the step-by-step guide. But based on their insights, it seems to involve a blend of precise formulas, specific ingredients, and a certain flair.
Flair.
Yes, Malidrex often alludes to the importance of understanding the subtle interplay of magical energies. It's not just about blindly following instructions. You need a certain inherent talent, a feel for the magic, to truly become a potion master.
So it's not as simple as just mixing ingredients in a big cauldron and hoping for the best.
Not at all. It requires a deep understanding of magical principles, a keen eye for detail, and perhaps a touch of, well, let's just say a certain willingness to embrace the unexpected. After all, potion making is as much an art as it is a science.
Speaking of potion masters, this primer actually has a whole section on them. It seems like it's not just about, like, knowing the recipes, but also this deeper understanding of magical energies.
And maybe even a little intuition thrown in there. Malidrex actually emphasizes that potion making can be unpredictable.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Even a tiny change to a formula and boom, you might end up with something totally different.
That's kind of risky, right?
For sure. Sometimes even disastrous.
Makes you wonder if there's, like, I don't know, a potion masters guild or something with, like, strict rules, to keep things from getting out of hand.
Could you imagine? Secret handshakes, robes.
And maybe even some friendly competition.
Oh, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Actually, Malidrex mentions alchemical factions more than once, which suggests there are organized groups out there, maybe with their own agendas.
Right, rivalries.
Yeah.
Okay, that is so cool.
Right.
Right. Like secret meetings, quests for rare ingredients.
Imagine the power dynamics. Who has access to what, how it influences society.
This is giving me serious fantasy novel vibes.
Speaking of intrigue, have you seen any of those little comments Malidrex throws in?
Oh, yeah. Those are great, like, little Easter eggs.
They really give you a peek into their thoughts, their experiences.
There's one next to the elixir of regeneration. It says, even the most potent elixir can't mend a shattered spirit, though it can certainly make the process more bearable. What'd you think of that one?
It's surprisingly deep, for someone so focused on the nuts and bolts of potions.
Right.
Makes you think they've seen some things, experienced some things.
Totally. It's like even if you had a potion for immortality, you'd still have to deal with being human. The heartbreak, the loss,
Yeah.
all of it. Makes you wonder about Malidrex, what kind of life they've lived.
It adds a whole other layer to this primer, doesn't it?
It does. Okay, so back to these factions for a sec. I'm picturing one group, they're all about healing. Another, they're obsessed with power.
Naturally.
And then maybe some who specialize in, I don't know, love potions.
Love potions, transmutation elixirs, maybe even stuff that blurs the line between, reality and illusion.
It's like the possibilities are endless. And who knows, maybe somewhere out there in this hidden world, there's a potion that can make sense of it all. Or at the very least, make the journey a little more interesting. It's wild, right? We think of potions as these quick fixes, like, oh, need a boost, potion. But this deep dive has really changed how I see it all.
It really has. Malidrex paints this picture of potion making that's so intricate. It's not just about brewing, it's about creation, reshaping reality itself, even.
And the stakes. Man, if these alchemical factions are as powerful as we're thinking, it's like the fate of the world could hinge on who's got the best potions.
Exactly. Malidrex only gives us these little glimpses into this hidden world, But it's enough to make you wonder, what if these groups, these factions, what if they fought wars not with armies but with potions?
Oh man, that's a cool thought. Instead of like sieges and stuff, it'd be all about sabotage. Maybe even using potions to mess with people's minds.
Psychological warfare. A battle of wits, fueled by alchemy. And the fallout? Losing a potion war like that could be worse than any physical battle.
Imagine a group gets a hold of, like all the healing potions. Or even worse, they cook up some crazy plague in their lab.
It sends shivers down your spine, doesn't it? This idea that the most dangerous battles could be happening right under our noses and we'd never even know it.
How would we even know, right? Would there be signs or...
Maybe. A sudden wave of weird illnesses, people acting strangely, out of character.
Or maybe it's even sneakier than that. This slow unraveling. And it's all because someone figured out how to manipulate the very fabric of magic through potions.
It's a chilling thought, and it really highlights the responsibility that comes with knowledge like this.
Seriously. This entire deep dive, it's like we stumbled onto this secret world hidden in plain sight.
I'm starting to think Malidrex's primer. It's not just a guide, it's a warning.
A warning. That's
No.
an interesting take, but perhaps not entirely off the mark. After all, knowledge without understanding can be a dangerous thing, wouldn't you say? Without a doubt. So to everyone listening, as we wrap up this deep dive, I'll leave you with this. What kind of world will you create with the knowledge you've gained? Will you use it to heal? To protect? Or maybe, just maybe, to seize a little power in the shadows? The choice, as always, is yours.
Until next time, may your brews be potent, your intentions clear, and your thirst for knowledge, well, may it never run dry.